When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
There's a lot of you don't know about the fantasy headlines. Nation. Headline Nation. Fantasy. For the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yeah. Analytics off the chain, other channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo! What up, everybody? Friday evening.
Woo! Almost the halfway point, Kyle.
Almost.
Almost the halfway. The grind is in full force right
Full
now.
force. For
And-
us and for anybody that plays fantasy football trying to figure out a lineup this week.
And you can do all the research in the world, and you're still going to have a player like Quentin Johnston go out and score 0 points. Yeah, that's the state of fantasy football right now. So before we get into all the questions, everyone already knows everyone is hurt or on a bye this week. These are the list of fantasy relevant names that have already been ruled out this week. A.J. Brown, not in the lineup. Hopefully that leads to some Dallas Go Dare touchdowns for our touchdown ticket on tight end weekend. We also have Sauce Gardner is out. Garrett Wilson is out. We have no Ricky Pearsall, Brock Purdy, Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, Chris Godwin, Bucky Irving. We also have no Josh Palmer. We have no Calvin Ridley. We have no Dontavian Wicks. We have no one to play this week for the most part. The other 6 teams are on a bye. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
I think you're
so
using fun.
So much fun.
incorrect
I'm
way.
talking myself into it, Kyle. We're going to have so much fun in week 8. It's going to be a blast.
It's one of those things where if you just say it enough, it happens.
So much fun. Everybody in the chat, tell us how much fun we're going to have in week 8.
Do we have any weather we have to talk about?
Doesn't matter, Kyle. Right now, we would start somebody with freaking Hurricane Katrina on the schedule. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have options. I will look, though, because that is a good question. It just seems right now that nothing is going the way of most people. So let me see here. Week 8 NFL. We have the weather report. This is how bad. Kyle, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm using the same site that we always look at for weather. This is the state of football right now. Even the weather guy is like, eh. And I quote, a low-ish chance of rain. Like we can't even get a forecast at this point. So there is a quote unquote low-ish chance of rain for the Dallas and Denver game. Everything else looks pretty freaking good. That's about it. And it doesn't even look like that one is that bad. So luckily, it doesn't look like weather is going to be too much of a factor. But
Well, that's good at least.
I mean, silver lining, right? There's also a chance of rain for Washington and Kansas City. I lied. They're at the bottom. Washington, Kansas City. Also a 27% chance of some precipiti.
Precipiti.
Yeah, multiple precipitations. I don't know. At this point, it's just like just close your eyes and throw a dart because that's about the extent of it.
Robert L. Jones,
What's up, Robert?
headliner generals, my fellow headliner members. Help me out on this, but I wanted to get your POV. I need 2 to flex in a full PPR. DJ Moore, Theo Johnson, that's Terry McLaurin, I think, and Wandell Robinson. Forehead kisses.
Well, we've reached the point of the show in the first question, Kyle, that we still don't even know who's all going to play or not.
Wandell Robinson is probably your safest bet.
Safest is probably Wandell Robinson. Outside of that, I wouldn't say anyone is safe. I would probably risk it with McLaurin if he's good to go. The problem is he plays on Monday. Yeah. So, like, when do we really find out is the problem. I'm almost to the point right now, though, with it being National Tight Ends Day, that I would take a risk on Theo Johnson over DJ Moore.
And the thing is, too, like, Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall were practicing, and the report all week was, oh, they should be good to go. And then today it's like, oh, they're officially ruled out.
Yep.
So I was going to say, well, Terry McLaurin, like, he was a full participant in practice, but who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, who knows at this point?
Gravity, I'm 6-1 in a 12-team league in a full PPR. 2 running backs on the bye. Bucky and Benson are injured. I need 1 running back from Samaje Perine, Tyrone Tracy, Jerome Ford, or Sean Tucker. I'm going to lean Tyrone Tracy. Had a touchdown last week. It's a good matchup.
Yep. I don't love it, but out of those options, that's where I would go.
The Dennis family, Shakir or Tez Johnson in the Ford this week.
In the Ford this week, right in the Ford. Shove
Flex.
him right in the Ford.
Right in the Ford.
I'm probably going Tez Johnson.
I think
Shakir's probably safer.
Upside.
Yep, I agree. With no Mike Evans, Tez Johnson, Kate Otten this week is kind of what I'm thinking.
Dapper Dan, Tet or Dowdle. Also Rice or London.
Well, that sucks. You have to choose between one of them.
Yeah.
Right now, I probably lean Rice because London has the question mark of Michael Penix's foot injury. As for Tet or Dowdle, I think Dowdle was probably the safer floor this week. The ceiling may not be as high, but he's a good mixture. So that's probably where you want to go for safety.
Also, pick one. Otten, Taylor, Schultz, Kincaid, or Henry. That's got to be Kincaid for me. He's the best tight end of that group right now.
Yep.
Pick 2 quarterbacks. Allen, Lamar, Hurts, or Baker.
Wow. I'm going with Allen and Hurts as those 2 as of right now.
Rodgers, Flacco, Dalton for the Superflex.
Rodgers, Flacco, or Dalton. I'm pretty sure Flacco is who's the highest, but let me check. Flacco is, 1 spot ahead of Rodgers.
We're going to keep going with Dapper Dan because he's got 3 more questions. Then I'll jump back up to the other person. Okay, so trade Dobbs and Pollard for Juan Diddley Dink and Jalen Warren. Dobbs and Pollard for Wandell and Warren. I'm taking the Jalen Warren side.
Yep, I am too.
Already have Golden and Metcalf. This is my worst league and just looking for some help. Yeah, I'm going Warren.
Yeah.
Start 3 wide receivers and pick 2 for the flex. 3 wide receivers, 2 for the... Okay, so wide receivers are Terry, Tet, Wandell, Golden, Tez.
Booty.
Who's
and
Booty?
Kayshawn Booty.
Oh, Booty.
He just spelt it like the real Booty.
Okay, and then Brashard and Algier are running backs. Okay, so 3 wide receivers, Terry, Tet, Wandell, Golden, Tez, Booty.
All right, so...
Wandell.
Yep. Given the options, Tez will be another one for me. So I'm going with Wandell, Tez, and then Tet will be number 3. And then we need 2 others for the flex. It would be Terry and Richard for me, but I think what we'll have to do is plan on Terry, and if he doesn't play, then you have Richard to back him up.
And then
which means you probably have to go with the flex with who else is left here? Not Algier. It'd probably be Booty and Golden at that point in the flex.
And then last one from Dapper Dan, Henry or Javante?
I mean, which Derrick Henry shows up is the biggest issue. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully it's the old Derrick Henry, but as of
the
right
one
now,
from before the bye.
yeah, I mean, but you also got Javonte Williams in a revenge game going against Denver, and I kind of like that as well with the way he's been playing, so he's probably slightly safer.
Hurts to pee. Not all of us. With Sauce out, should I play Flacco over Hurts with no A.J. Brown? Also, should I start Goddard or Tez Johnson in the flex? I'm starting A.J. Brown being out is not going to stop me from playing Hurts because A.J. Brown hasn't done crap in a majority of games this season. And
yeah, I mean,
Hurts.
There's been games where A.J. Brown's been non-existent and Hurts has still put up points, so I'm still going with Hurts as well. And then as for Goddard or Tez, Goddard's probably safer this week. I mean, just given the options in the offense.
Jason Olivero becoming a member for the 20th month. What up, headliners? Need help for the flex. Are we going Wandell or Dalton Schultz? Ooh.
I mean, I want to be Dalton Schultz. I want to go that way, but he's been questionable too. Let me see if I can see anything on Schultz because he's been questionable all week long.
He has been. I don't mind it though.
I know. If he's good to go, like if he's playing and he's good, like I'm going probably with Schultz there. Just because he's got the safe floor like Wandell.
Jason says needs safety and or upside.
So both. So I'm probably going.
We're finding a nice
like
middle ground here.
Yeah, and with the middle ground's probably Schultz as long as he's good to go.
Thanks for all you do. Best content on YouTube, Jason. Appreciate you. Alexis Bolanos, flex Darius Slayton, or is this morning guy?
Is this Slayton or this morning guy? Just this one guy. I've seen him in the morning.
I was about ready to mess that up, and I was like, wait, that does say morning.
Yeah, it does.
Monan guy.
Monan guy. I don't
with
think that we
Slayton
see the same
just
amount of
coming
volume.
back. I don't know if I can play Slayton this week.
I don't think so either. I'm probably leaning morning guy and just hoping that he can get 12 plus touches.
Morning guy. Pickle Bros Gaming, which he sent a second one right after too. So Coleman, Reynolds, Slayton for Nico. Also have an offer Rome for Breece Hall. Forgot to include MHJ in the trade for Puka up top. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna have to try and piece them.
Yeah, we'll piece this together. So the
So
first
it looks like we have two
different.
different trade offers.
Yeah.
Breece Hall
Okay.
for Romo Dunze. And then Puka it might be Puka and Marvin Harrison Jr. for Chase Brown,
Aaron Jones
Sr., and Nico. Or it's Puka for Chase Brown, Jones, Nico, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Right now his running backs are Bijan, Chase Brown, Jones, Dobbins, and Harvey.
Okay.
Wide receivers are London, Nico, Reynolds, and Coleman.
So he would be getting.
If you're giving 4 players for Puka, I can't do that because you don't have enough depth to do that.
That's a little bit much. No, it's Puka and MHJ for the rest of them. So he gets Puka and Marvin Harrison.
So then running back wise, all he would have left would be Bijan and Dobbins. He would not have an
Startable.
RB3.
Right. That's risky going into the cold winter months. Also have Rome for Breece Hall. So, I mean, if he were to get Breece Hall, because he doesn't list Rome up there in his receivers.
He doesn't.
So Hall would be the third there. So I'm guessing if you have Bijan, Hall, and Dobbins, and then you end up with Puka, Marvin Harrison Jr., and London, Nico, Reynolds, Puka. So you wouldn't have Nico anymore, but you'd still have London. So you'd have London and Puka. The depth at wide receiver, your next best would be Marvin Harrison Jr., and you're hoping that he comes back to something with Kyler Murray. I don't hate it. That just seems like a massive overhaul. And if it doesn't work, knowing that Kyler has been banged up and missed time, we also know that Puka is missing time. Nico is missing this week. There's just a lot of what if there, and I don't mind it, but that's a pretty big risk. You're pretty much going all in on your starting lineup.
Yeah, that's one injury, and you're going to be having trouble trying to figure out a starting lineup. Sammy, pick 2 in a PPR league. Booty, Mims, Franklin, Downs, and Leggett.
You like that booty, Kyle?
Booty or leg it?
Booty? You want to wiggle the Leggett and shake the booty? Is that what you want to do this week?
Someone asked what kind of dog. My apologies.
Was your dog
Could you hear him barking?
I did not.
Oh, I think they must have that.
Oh. Yeah, I did not. So
okay.
I'm going with Booty and Leggett.
Booty and Leggett. Do you think Mims is just as risky as Leggett?
Yes.
But more upside?
Potentially. The problem is it could be Mims or it could be Franklin.
That's true.
That's my biggest thing with Denver is like I don't know which one of those guys it's going to be. That's the hard
Vanessa
part.
Newman's full PPR. Start Bo Nix or Dak?
Bo Nix or Dak? Pretty sure it's Dak, but let me check. It is Dak. Dak Prescott.
Start Taylor or Pitts, or pick up Fannin or Atten and play one of them instead. Mason Taylor has such a good matchup this week.
And they got no one else to throw to with no Garrett Wilson.
I know he was a disaster last week. I'm gonna go with Mason Taylor here again. Maybe Cade Otton is a little bit safer.
Yeah, I would say that Otton's probably safer, but yeah, that's.
But at that point, who are you dropping to pick up one of those guys?
That's also a good question.
So, because I don't really know, I don't know if I want to drop Taylor or Pitts to pick up Otton.
If I had to choose one of them right now, it would probably be Pitts to pick up Otton more so than Taylor because he could have an opportunity at massive targets the next few weeks.
In Lucero, Slayton, Ayo, Mana, Dyke, or Shepard?
Doesn't say how many we need. Shepard doesn't get enough volume.
Shepard might get 6 targets this week and catch 5 of them for 25 yards.
Exactly. I could totally see that. And
if that's what you want.
7.5 fantasy points. Ayo Manor has been somewhat of a disappointment for a couple weeks. DK, Chimere DK is a great option, but he's like a big play. If he doesn't get the big play, you're in serious trouble. So I don't know how many you need. I guess we're just going to shoot for upside, and if that's the case, off of pure upside alone, I'm going DK, Slayton, Ayo Manor, and Shepard in that order.
Oliver Cabrera becoming a member for the 12th month. Hey guys, just to tell you that I hate Mageddon, have Gibbs, McBride, Kyron Stafford, and Brian Thomas Jr. Don't need help this week. Team Yellow Shorts.
You got the yellow shorts on?
I do not. I have pants on right now.
Dang. Back-to-back weeks with no yellow shorts.
I know, back-to-back weeks. Got my legs covered up. Yeah. Jason Dale becoming a member for the 50th month. Sorry, guys, can't make the stream tonight. Got to watch my Blue Jays. Go Jays. Good luck this week in Headliner Nation. Kick some ace. Jason, good luck to the Blue Jays. Travis, a.k.a. Travinci. And a half PPR. Oh, it scrolled. Are you kidding me?
I think I have it here. And a half PPR, pick 4 out of Henry, White, Dobbins, Swift, Kamara, and Dowdle. So that has to be Henry, White, Dobbins, and then my next one would probably be Swift for those 4. In a non-PPR, Gainwell, Rashard Smith, or Spears, keep crushing it, my guys. In a non-PPR, none of those options are great. So I roll with Rashard Smith, and let's hope that the Chiefs can get a late-game lead, and maybe he finds the end zone.
Yep. Derek Childress, what up, gents? Need help picking my tight end again. Mason Taylor, Theo Johnson, Juwan Johnson, or Evan Ingram. Thanks for the help. Theo Johnson has your most upside. Mason Taylor has your best floor. I'm not saying safest floor. I'm saying best floor.
Best floor. Okay, yeah, there's nothing safe about anyone at all.
Green, I have good problems. Okay.
Well,
PPR, need for a quarterback. Baker, Flacco, or Dart?
Oof. Baker, Flacco, and Dart. Baker is the highest ranked one. They're going up against New Orleans.
And then flex Debo, Scary Terry, Rashad White, and we have defensive players. I need to drop 2, which include Mason, Aaron Jones, Cade Otton.
So just first off the flex, right?
So Debo, Scary Terry, Rashad White.
Right now it has to be White because I don't trust that we know for sure about Debo and Terry just yet.
If Debo plays, would you play Debo over, like if we find out before then?
Probably.
Debo over White.
Probably. And if we don't know anything by the time you need to set your lineups, I probably just go with White and hope for the best.
It just feels like Baker's not looking at White in the passing game right now, which I don't necessarily blame him, but I guess I'm a little, because I'm surprised he didn't target him more against Detroit last week.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I need to drop 2. So I don't know if he's asking us if he needs to drop 2 from Mason, Aaron Jones, and Cade Otton.
I would think so, only because we're not going to drop White, Terry, or Debo right now.
So we're dropping Cade Otton then.
Yep. It's going to be a mistake no matter which one we drop. Because no matter what we do, one of them is going to end up having a good day here pretty soon. You know what I mean? And then it's going to be like a total nightmare. If I had to drop one, I mean, I hate to say it, it's probably Mason just because they don't throw him the football like they do Aaron Jones. But I don't love that either.
Red Dog has a funny burn, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
He asked me, is it true if I got fired from Panda Express because I wouldn't let the rice cook?
That's not bad.
I'll take that.
I'll
take that over some of the other
with some creativity in there. That's fine.
Josiah becoming a member for the 24th month in a full PPR, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and 1 flex. JCM or Pacheco. Brashard and Woody also in free agency. Tet McMillan and Terry McLaurin. Wild to me. It's been 2 years already. Thanks, Headliner Nation. Josiah, appreciate you being here for 2 years.
That's right.
Holy.
Well, JCM has totally crapped the bed the last couple weeks. And now he gets one of the best run defenses in football.
Do we still play him over Pacheco?
Honestly, this sounds crazy, but I almost feel like I like Brashard more than Pacheco.
Okay, so Brashard and Woody are also in free agent. So I don't know if he would have, I don't know who he'd have to drop.
Yep.
Let's say he doesn't have anybody to drop. Would you drop Pacheco to get Brashard Smith?
Honestly, I do, only because I think he's a better rest of season stash.
Okay.
I hate having to start him right now, but I think that there could be a way that they turn to him more and more as the season goes on.
Then let's say drop Pacheco, pick up Brashard, and then are we going Tet McMillan and Terry McLaurin?
Yes, that's our plan. And then if it doesn't work out and for whatever reason McLaurin doesn't play, then we're just stuck with JCM and we roll with it.
Katie Shimko. Need to sit 1 in a full PPR. Henry, Scattaboo, Lamb, Sutton, Pittman, Dowdle, and Dobbins. Sitting 1 of those guys. For me, it's Dowdle.
It's Dowdle, and only because he's splitting with Hubbard almost 50-50.
Yeah. K. Scott in a full PPR. 3 wide receivers. Flex and a prayer. Dobbs. What's Tex J? Is that supposed to be Tez? Probably Tez.
Probably
Johnson.
Tez.
Shakir, Ayo, Coker, Dotson. Oh my gosh.
Wow. So 3 of them.
3 wide receivers.
I'm just going with the first 3. Dobbs, Tez, and Shakir.
And then a flex. But then it says 2 running backs. Chubb, Pollard, Monangai, Justice Hill.
So that would have to be...
I'm assuming we have to pick 2 running backs and we pick 1 flex from
out of everybody else. And I'm probably going with the 3 running backs and going Chubb, Pollard, and Morning Guy.
Okay.
I'm calling him that for the rest of the stream, by the way. He will be Morning Guy for the rest of the night. Just saying.
If he starts playing really well, do we call him Morning Wood?
I mean, only if you're on the West Coast, it's still in the morning. Otherwise, it's afternoon
true.
wood for all of us East Coasters.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle, and barely legal Jake.
Damn, K. Scott.
I forgot about that.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Easy.
Dragon Slayer in a PPR need upside pick 3. London, Odunze, Debo, Pickens, and Olave. You can make a case for several of those guys.
1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to sit 2 of them. I hate this. I'm worried about. Obviously, Debo's still a question mark. Yes, practicing is one thing, but that seems to not matter in the NFL right now.
I'd probably sit him coming back from injury.
Yep.
Terry McLaurin might be back as well. Mariota.
Yeah. But that means like the next lowest one I have would probably be Pickens, just because there's a chance that he sees a heavy dose of Patrick Surtain. Because I think
I saw somebody say earlier that because CeeDee Lamb has not been playing or did not play in the slot much last week, that Patrick Surtain would be more likely to be on him.
If he's not in the slot.
If he's not in the slot. But here's my question. If you are a good offensive coordinator and head coach,
slot.
Wouldn't you move him away from Surtain?
Yes.
So to me, it's like I would rather take the bet that Pickens is going to see more Surtain, because if Lamb is seeing that much of him, then you're not doing your job as a head coach, putting your best players in the best opportunities to succeed.
Yep. And you're not putting Pickens in the slot. He's not a slot guy.
No, he's not.
Lamb has been a slot guy for years. Mm-hmm. It just makes sense. And that's where I thought that Pickens would be the guy that gets the most looks anyway. I mean, Surtain does not travel to the slot. He's only played there 10% of the snaps this year, so it's not like we have to worry about that. Pickens is my next biggest concern. London, Odunze, and Olave, I feel, are probably a little bit safer as of right now.
And then also Chuba Hubbard or JCM.
I probably roll with JCM and just hope. I mean, I don't love it though. I don't love either one of them, if I'm being honest.
E-Man, 1 tight end and 1 flex. Kraft, Schultz, DK, Tet, Warren, Pittman. Holy cow. Kraft for the tight end.
Kraft over Schultz. Yep. Flexing, then we have either.
I don't want to sit Pittman. I don't really want to sit Warren. But if Aaron Rodgers is going to have revenge game Sunday night, DK Metcalf is going to be on the other end of that quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to sit. Pittman, I'm okay with because I think they could get a huge lead and just run the second half. But only because there's other options.
Yeah.
Warren, I'm okay with Tet too. Tet can be one that sits, but DK and Warren, I feel like Warren is probably safer than DK just because of the volume. But I think DK has the higher upside because I could see him catching 2 big bombs this week.
Gillian, Maneha, start 2, Dowdle, Warren, or McLaurin in a full PPR. I'm gonna go with Warren as one of them.
Warren's for sure one of them.
Yeah.
And if at the time you need to set your lineup, we don't know for sure about Terry McLaurin, then I'm rolling with Dowdle.
Django started Quentin Johnson and Jordan Mason.
Ouch. So what happened was they were good, and then they're not good, and then
Flex
they don't get
Kamara
touches.
or Moore or Tez Johnson. I'm thinking Kamara can go off this week. I don't think Kamara knows what going off is anymore.
Yeah, I think Kamara's forgotten about.
I think that dude's shot. I think he's about done.
I don't think that. I'm disappointed in Kellen Moore's overall offense, if I'm being honest. I expected maybe losing games is one thing, but the offense is just kind of blah. You know what I mean? For as much of an offensive mind as he is, my biggest issue is what if that's not Tez Johnson, Kyle? What if that's Theo Johnson? It just says T. Johnson.
That's true.
If it's Theo, then yes, I probably go Kamara. If it's Tez, then I probably go Tez.
Okay.
But I don't know which Johnson it is. Whose Johnson is it, Kyle? I don't know.
Let's play the game.
Let's play a game of whose Johnson is it? Everyone in the chat, tell us whose Johnson that is.
Turn your lights off.
Yeah, turn your lights off and guess the Johnson. There's no way you just said that.
Oh, God.
And yet I get crap for the things that I say get brought up in the chat. I see how it is.
See, here's the thing. Anna's working right now and paying attention to the chat, but she can't hear what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly.
Let's go. Juan Fonseca!
Fonseca!
Juan, you got the good stuff here with you tonight, my bro?
What's up, Juan?
No, she can't activate the flag. I am unflagged tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Shills Ghost, need help. 2-5 record in a 12-man PPR. Bo or Dak?
I got Dak higher.
2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex from Brees, Jacobs, King Henry, JCM, Lamb, Drake, Emeka, and Olave.
Good
I
Lord.
watch all your vids. Need this win badly. Love you guys and all you do. Shills appreciates you. I mean, Josh Jacobs and King
Derrick
Henry at running back.
Yep.
Lamb and Ibuka at wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to flex Drake.
Yeah, I probably flex Drake as well. And if you want maybe a little bit more safety, you could go Olave just for the amount of targets he could see, but I'm going Drake if it's my team.
Jesus is king, spelt I-Z. Who do I start? And my tight...
There's no flag on that Johnson, they say in the chat, Kyle. There's no flag on that Johnson.
No flag on that, Johnson.
Anybody ever flagged a Johnson before? I don't think so.
Who do I start in my tight end position? Not in, but...
Who do I... No, it doesn't even say at my tight end. It says, who do I start in?
In my tight end position.
My tight end position.
Oh, no.
This is not
Ferguson
good for
or
us.
Kittle? I'm starting Ferguson.
Yep.
Who do I start in my wide receiver group? Pickens or Pittman?
I'll go Pittman over Pickens.
Pittman's safer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Juan becoming a member for the 36 months.
3 years, Juan.
Woo! Attaboy, Juan. Appreciate you. Friday night is here. Sanity check, gents. Not right now.
Not great.
I need 1 wide receiver, 2 running backs, and 2 flex. Diggs, McLaurin, Tez, Swift, Kamara, Marks, Morning Guy, and Mason Taylor. Okay, so 1 wide receiver from Diggs, McLaurin, Tez.
I'd probably stick with Diggs still.
Diggs is safest.
Yep.
And then Swift for sure at running back.
Yep.
Kamara, Marks. We're not going to start Morning Guy and Swift. That's not going to happen.
So it'd probably be Kamara.
And then 2 flex. I mean, it's going to have to be Marks and McLaurin at that point. I'm not going to start Mason Taylor or Morning Guy over those 2.
No, I'll probably go with Tez over.
Oh,
over
yeah.
Morning Guy. So I'm going to go with Tez and McLaurin, hopefully. But if we don't hear about McLaurin, then I would have to go next to Woody Marks.
I forgot about Tez.
Yep.
Ryan, I have Chase, Rice, Smith, Pittman, and Dobbs. Should I drop Dobbs for Watson?
No.
Watson?
No. Christian Watson. No.
Oh, no, I'm not.
He'll be hurt in a week. Like, that's all the dude does is get hurt every 2 or 3 games.
JL Green, listen, Fantasy Football Dark, it's the only after dark is the only way we know how to do it, man.
We're just trying to get to 10:30 so we can shut our lights off and talk about whatever.
Scranton Strangler traded Kamara for Hall. Thoughts for the rest of the season?
I don't mind that.
It's not a big deal. You definitely win if Hall gets traded to a great situation. What if Brees Hall gets traded to the Kansas City Chiefs? Not going to happen. But
Not going to happen, no.
Dakota Shut, pick 1. Judy, Tez, Ao, or Sally Ton.
Sally Ton. I'm going with Tez. Give me Tez again.
Joe German. And a half PPR sit to DJ Moore, Tez, Jennings, and McLaurin. Juwan Jennings and McLaurin?
Probably just because we know for sure the other 2 are playing.
Zamar, Martinez, A.J. Brown hurt, Marquise Brown, or Calvin Austin? Calvin Austin is safer than Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown has more touchdown potential for me. If you need to risk it a little bit, I go with Calvin Austin.
Yep. I could see him with a big play against Green Bay this week.
Mirna. Hey guys, need your help. I have Kyron on a bye. I need a running back 2 and a flex. Saquon and Pickens are RB1 and wide receiver 1, and played McConkey. Tight end 1 is Ferguson.
Okay.
Options are Kraft, Pollard, Debo, Shakir, and Morning Guy. So you have to play Morning Guy or Pollard. Someone's going to come in here and be like, who is Morning Guy?
Who the hell is Morning Guy?
Same thing happened when we started calling Amon-Ra St. Brown Doomtar.
Doomtar, exactly. I'm probably just going with Pollard and hoping for the best at that point.
And then who's your second, or who's your flex? Kraft, Debo, Shakir, or Morning Guy?
I think you plan on Debo, and if you hear that he is not good to go, then we throw in Kraft and shoot for the upside on tight end week.
Red Hulk, Flacco or Mac in a 6-point pass league.
6-point touchdown league, it's got to be Flacco, right? Flacco, yep, Flacco.
And then bench one in a PPR, Brown, Pittman, or DJ Moore.
Probably DJ Moore.
Yeah, that's
He
gonna
just
be
isn't doing anything.
best bet.
Yeah.
Big Rigs becoming a member for the second month. Full PPR, choose 2: Wan'Dale Robinson, DK Metcalf, Chase Brown, Khalil Shakir, Rashid Shaheed. That's Wan'Dale and DK for me.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to sit Chase Brown because I think his quote-unquote bounce back is going to be possible with Flacco. But in the full PPR, I don't mind Wan'Dale and DK.
Harley. Oh, you SOB. Oh, I didn't have to scroll that far. Full PPR, Fannin or Kincaid? Kincaid.
Yep.
Which is the way Harley is leaning anyway. With AJ out, do you think Barkley will finally do something? It's that meme where that's the guy with the stick.
They just do something, like poking him with the stick.
O-line isn't helping him either, thanks. I mean, I don't think AJ Brown being out affects Barkley one way or another. There's been weeks this season where AJ Brown doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa 2 and a full PPR already took a hit with Mason. Need a wide receiver 2 and a flex. Mason is the epitome of fantasy football this year, right?
Yep, pretty much.
The epitome. Aaron Jones. Yeah, he's back at practice, but he's probably not going to play. It's Thursday night. All of a sudden, Aaron Jones is activated and playing. And, by the way, neither of them are going to do anything on the ground against a team that hasn't been able to stop the run in a while.
Yeah, it was like, that is 2025 in a nutshell. I even told somebody in our Discord, Kyle, when they opened up the practice window for for Aaron Jones, I was like, I don't think it's happening this week on a Thursday. It'll probably be next week.
I didn't either. I didn't read anything that made it sound like. I read like 5 or 6 different articles on Tuesday morning just to make sure. Every single person said they highly doubt that he would be back this week.
Yep.
And all of a sudden he shows up.
Yep.
Man. Somebody in the comment section was like, "Oh, Jordan Mason was a huge miss. Great job, guys." And I invited them. I was like, "Did you have an analysis that was better than us? Because I would have loved to hear it. Because I don't know what I could have done differently."
Yeah, their response was no analysis needed. And
exactly. No analysis needed.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Tampa 2. Need a wide receiver 2 and a flex. Wan'Dale Robinson, Dobbs, Pickens, and Worthy. Pick 2. You guys rock. Wan'Dale and Pickens for me.
Yeah, probably.
See, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to answer as many questions as possible as assuredly as I possibly can. And then hopefully me just being confident, even though my confidence is like 50% with this week right now, we're just going to speak it to fruition.
That's right.
We're just going to come to fruition all over.
What we should do, Kyle, we should say what makes logical sense and then just tell everyone the opposite. Like, this makes logical sense, so this is what's going to happen.
Yep. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Corey Atkins, pick 3. Wan'Dale, Dobbs, Terry, Shakir, Brees, and Downs. Wan'Dale.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we guys hit 3 of them.
Wan'Dale, Dobbs. If Terry plays, it's him. If you don't hear anything before then Brees.
Yeah. Yep. And I don't know if we'll know for sure, so it's probably going to end up being Brees.
Why do I feel like I haven't seen this name in a while? OG Paul D.
I think I've seen him around.
Have we?
I think so.
If I've missed you, my apologies, OG Paul. But the name
OG
came up, and
Paul
I was like,
D.
I feel like I haven't seen Paul in a while.
Yeah, Paul. And you think that, and he appears. That's how ingrained he is in the community.
Scranton Strangler, what's going on in a full PPR? Troy Franklin or Juwan Jennings looking for upside. Love the Friday live streams. Appreciate you, Scranton. It's Troy Franklin, but he also could get you 0 points, just so you know.
He's going to score you. I'm going to guess here, Kyle. Hang on a second. He's going to score either 14.6 fantasy points
or 2.1
or 0.7 fantasy points.
0.7.
Yep.
Ethan, not a Doc Hunt, becoming a member for the 50th month.
Biddy.
Jeez, he's been a member for almost as long as he's been alive.
Basically.
What's good? Travion Henderson or Golden in the flex? Much love, guys. Travion Henderson is going to get you 4 fantasy points.
4.
Matthew
4.
Golden could get you 8.
8, yes.
But maybe 2.
But maybe 2 also, yeah. Floor and ceiling is always going to be less than 2 for the floor. Ceiling's somewhere right around 8 for everyone. With no Dontavian Wicks, let's just hope that this is finally the golden week.
Yeah. Pickle Bros Gaming. Sorry, who would you play for Nico, Reynolds, Slayton, or Keon Coleman? Nico's out.
Yeah.
I think he's officially out, right?
Yeah, he is out. He was in our list that we read off at the beginning.
Reynolds is questionable.
Yeah.
Slayton is coming back from an injury. Keon Coleman.
Fire up Keon Coleman.
Keon Coleman disappeared after week 1, but we're going right back.
But he's got a pulse and he's playing, so let's throw him in a lineup.
Oh, man. Red Dog. Oh, I read this one earlier. I'm not reading it again. Pancakes becoming a member for the 25th month. Let's go. Need some trade advice. I'm holding running backs in my league. I have Warren, Scat, KW3, JCM, Bucky, and Vidal. Need wide receiver 2 help. If I ask for Higgins, who swaps? I'm sorry, what?
Wait, who?
You want to trade one of these guys for Higgins, and you're asking which one you would trade?
I need trade advice. I'm holding running backs. So I'm guessing he wants to know which of those running backs should he swap for T. Higgins.
I would start with KW3.
And just work your way up?
So I'd start at KW3.
Then JCM.
And then JCM.
And then Vidal.
And then if they want anything more than that, I tell them to go F themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Then they can just go pound sand.
Brock White, stuck having to start DJ Moore or Kayshawn Booty. Who do you guys recommend? Moore is projected for more, but Booty has actually been finding the end zone. Listen,
Moore's been projected for more all year long and has failed to reach projections.
I say booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Yeah, rocking everywhere.
JL Green, I currently have Sam Laporta on my bench as he's on a bye, but I'm thinking about dropping him for Gadsden. Should I keep him or drop him?
Yep, drop him. Drop him.
Drop him.
Drop
Pick up
him.
Gadsden. Screw it. Whatever.
I mean, Gadsden at this point, how crazy. How about this, though, Kyle? So, Oronde Gadsden had 16.9 points at halftime.
And then nothing the rest of the way.
0 the entire second half. I took a live line on Underdog for him to get 7 yards in the second half. I'm like, dude just had like 100. Of course he's going to get set. Nothing! Dude. But, on the other hand, Sam Laporta is basically the clone of Mark Andrews now. Like, they're just hit or miss. So
yeah, that's true.
So I'm going with Gadsden.
Jacob Wood. Who to start? Running backs, Kamara, Bijan, Rashad White. Wide receivers, Tet, London, Dobbs, Wandell. Jacob does not ask us to pick a certain amount. So I will rank Bijan, Rashad White, Kamara.
Yep.
And then
London, Tet, Wandell, Dobbs.
Ooh, I was going to switch Tet and Wandell.
Okay.
But it's
I don't
close.
hate that.
But it's close.
Yep.
Jaslyn Simon got offered Metcalf for Vidal. What do you think? I would take Metcalf.
As long as you have like at least 3 other solid running backs.
That's true.
Like if you're having to start like Kareem Hunt, if you make this trade, then probably not.
Gabbo. I was going to ask you turned off super chats, but you didn't, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
10:30.
We're almost caught up.
Perfect.
Gabbo becoming a member for the 18th month in a full PPR. Dak or Bo Nix?
Have Dak higher still.
And then Schultz or Kelsey?
I have Schultz ahead of Kelsey.
I was thinking Schultz, I think, is safer for sure. And then one flex. Scattaboo, Wandell, Odunze, or J.K. Dobbins. This has got to be between Scat and Odunze, right?
Yeah, and I think Scat's the safer option. Odunze's the ceiling option.
Rye Guy, McFly, 12-team PPR. Start Pickens or Pittman in the flex.
I think Pittman's probably safer.
I think we answered one like that earlier, too. Scranton Strangler gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Scranton, appreciate you. Lee, Steiger in a PPR. Judy, Otten, Henry, or Reynolds. I'm assuming that's Hunter Henry. Please don't play Jerry Judy.
No.
Otten or Reynolds. Otten's going to be your safest bet.
Yep, give me Otten.
Marvin Lewis, Caleb, or Daniels in a standard league. Daniels isn't playing this week.
Yep, no Daniel, so it's got to be Caleb.
Radioactive. Hey, guys, I screwed up already. Not starting Gadsden, but do I start Kyle Morning Guy or Brashard Smith in my RD2 for my RD2 in PPR? Who do pick? Smith. Brashard Smith.
Yeah, I'm going Brashard Smith over Morning Guy.
RX Crypto. Defense for week 8 and for the rest of the season. Green Bay, San Francisco, and Buffalo.
Okay, so for this week, the highest ranked one is Buffalo. Rest of season? It's probably going to remain Buffalo. Probably out of those options, rest of season will be Buffalo.
King Wasabi becoming a member for the 8th month and a half PPR, 1 wide receiver, and 2 flex. From Golden, Woody Marks, Kendrick Bourne, Alec Pierce, Jalen Knoll, and Darius Slayton.
So I feel like
Woody Marks is going to be one of the flex.
Yeah.
To be safe.
Is it crazy, Kyle, to think that Jalen Knoll could have excess targets with no Nico Collins? I mean, I know we like Dalton Schultz, but like, who else are they going to throw it to? And Knoll's been the next best option on the offense.
I'm just worried that Higgins, who hasn't been anywhere near relevancy all season long, all of a sudden just gets a ton of targets.
Yeah.
Like, that's my biggest concern because of the round 2 draft status, fully guaranteed contract for Higgins, hasn't done anything. Maybe they feel like Higgins fits Nico's role better, so he's going to slip into that role this week, and then Noel doesn't end up getting targets. I don't know. I feel like that's Luke McCaffrey. I said it Sunday morning last week. I was like, Luke McCaffrey makes the most sense on 80% of these questions, but I guarantee it's a trap. I feel close to the same way about Noel.
Yeah, which definitely could be for sure. But given the options here, so what we got Woody Marks in the flex. The other flex, we can shoot for some upside and go with Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
And then that means we have to start one at wide receiver between Bourne, Pierce, Knoll, and Slayton.
I just don't put anybody in that spot, and I just say F it and send it.
Just send it, just full send with Woody Marks in the flex and just hope that he can handle
And then
the load.
when you lose this week, you can just tell your league mates, just be like, yeah, you know what? I'm good enough. I figured I could win without somebody in there, but it didn't work out.
Well, the bad part about Bourne, Pierce, Knoll, and Slayton is they are also 4 guys that could score you 1.7 points or 21.7 points this week. If I had to choose one for my team, it would probably be Kendrick Bourne.
I'll go with Kendrick Bourne.
And just hope for the best.
Ernesto Ballesteros. There are so many people watching this right now thinking to themselves, I don't know if I should trust these guys.
I mean, I don't know how we can trust anything with the way things are going right this second. We're just trying to use common sense as much as possible.
And that's why we're literally trying to talk it out in front of all of you now.
Yeah, we're having behind-the-scenes conversations out in front of the audience.
Ernesto Ballesteros, Rodgers or Mariota? That's for sure Rodgers.
Yep.
Pick 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and a flex. McMillan, Franklin, Rico, Chuba, and Kamara. McMillan for the wide receiver.
Yep.
Rico for the running back.
If you want safety, yeah, probably the next safest option.
Franklin at the flex if you want upside. Kamara if you want to play it safe.
Yep. Common sense isn't so common anymore. Joe hit the nail on the head, my friend.
Sometimes I don't even know.
I can honestly say, though, Kyle, and I bet you would agree with this, don't you think that of all the time you've done this job, there has never been a time exactly like right now between injuries, bye weeks, underperforming studs, inconsistencies, we have never been in a position just like this right now. Ever.
Yeah, that is...
We've always dealt with buys. We've always dealt with injuries, but the culmination of all of it right now, I don't know if... Let us know in the chat. Can you think of any other year of fantasy football that was even remotely close to this?
And not just that, but also just the terrible...
The product on the field is horrible.
Outcomes like that we keep getting to.
Yes. The product that we get to watch every once in a while is just below average.
Yep. D Brown, always good to see you guys. 12-team PPR, need 2 from these guys. Mooney, Downs, Leggett, and Jennings. I hate Bymageddon. Thanks, fellas. Hashtag Nation. Leggett?
And I'll say Downs for the other one and just hope that he can get 5 receptions.
Nathan Lee becoming a member for the 13th month. Lost Tyreek and Evans. Traded for Garrett Wilson and Brian Thomas Jr. Hurting right now because K9, Gibbs, and Monty are on a bye. Choose 2 wide receivers with the most upside from Troy Franklin, Bourne, Slayton, Bateman, D-Hop. I'm going Franklin and Bourne.
Yeah, I'd probably go that same way as well.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going.
Brenton Boucheline becoming a member for the 25th month. We feeling Dak or Lamar? Thanks, fellas.
I'm still going Dak because we don't even know for sure about Lamar.
Josiah Parr. I'm not smart. I just saw Emeka is healthy. So lineup is Swift, Brashad, Pickens, McMillan, Emeka. So bench Terry and JCM. I'm known to injuries at this point. Love my favorite analyst.
Yes, that you have it right, Josiah.
Yes. Gator fan becoming a member for the 39th month. How worried should I be with Jordan Mason now that Aaron Jones is back? And are any of the Jets or Texans receivers worth picking up with those top injuries?
Do you like hitting your thumb with a hammer? Because that's what any of these guys are going to be like the rest of the season. Jordan Mason was better to start the year with Aaron Jones healthy. Aaron Jones comes back and Jordan Mason sucks huevos. So that's probably going to be a problem going forward, especially with how bad Carson Wentz looked. That was bad. And then you got J.J. McCarthy, who's working his way back from an ankle injury, yet he's hurdling players on the sidelines. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. The Jets or Texans receivers, the 2 top ones are hurt with Nico and Garrett Wilson, and most people can't even tell you who the other receivers are on those teams. So probably not, if I'm being completely honest. That was kind of a buzzkill of me, but I was just trying to have real talk.
It is accurate. Someone celebrated a month membership with us and then retracted the message, so I don't know who it is. Marvin Lewis wants to know Colts QB or Caleb Williams. Oh, so he meant Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Daniels.
Okay, so
Daniel
that was
Jones over Caleb Williams.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm double checking. Yes, Daniel Jones inside the top 10 over Caleb.
Ricky Spanish, trade Harvey to get Robinson. I have CMC. He has JK.
So you're basically just getting each other's handcuffs.
You want to switch handcuffs.
Yeah, swap the handcuffs. Go for it.
TC with a 25 bomb. Good
Newly
evening,
married
guys.
TC.
Newly married, yes.
That's right.
A week of bliss, hopefully, on your end, TC. Dak or May?
Oh, that's a close one. I have Dak higher still this week.
And then Pickens or Wandell?
Pickens or Wandell? I actually have Wandell 2 spots ahead of Pickens.
Tight end is Ferguson, already played Ladd. Running back Jacobs, and hopefully Algier plays. If not, another ticket for Jake.
Yeah, we've been having tons of tickets on Discord trying to figure this out, and there's just not a lot of options right now.
Ray, need a tight end. Ertz, Juwan Johnson, or Theo Johnson?
So is this a 0 week for Ertz, or is this a 10-plus point week for Ertz? Because that's all there is.
Mariota didn't give up about Ertz when he was quarterback last time.
Do we roll with Theo Johnson?
I go with Theo Johnson.
Go with Theo against Philly.
Damian Lindsay, welcome to the exclusive Headliner Nation. Welcome in. Cole Eskins, what up, guys? Struggling in the flex this week. Should I flex Brashard Smith, Troy Franklin, or pick up Mooney? I have Sutton starting as well. If you have Sutton starting, then I'm not going to play Troy Franklin.
No, and I'm probably just going to go with Brashard Smith over Mooney.
Let's just... Yay.
Yay,
Big
Brashard.
Rikes in a full PPR. Pollard, Ayo, Troy
Ayo.
Franklin, Theo Johnson, or DJ Moore. We're just picking one.
I think Big Rikes asked this before. Full PPR. That's where we said I think we're going with Pollard just to play it a little bit safer.
Steven, I did skip your super chat. That's my bad because I saw your message retracted and then I didn't see your name again after that. That is my bad. Been here for years. Hashtag Headliner Breaks. Yes, Django is who it is. But Steven, I appreciate you. My bad. Did not mean to skip over you. Big Rikes. He said this was a new question.
Okay, then yeah, it's still Pollard.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Easy first week since he worked most of the week.
So he wasn't even home.
Not even home. That's a way. That is the way right there.
Kel,
how do you join
join Discord?
Yep.
I don't think Anna can type right now. So, Kel, what you want to do is go into your Discord app, go to settings, and then select.
there it is.
Oh, Anna's here. Oh.
Anna said, "You're for not listening. I am listening, and I got a keyboard, and I can type."
Yes, Steven, it's Tez for sure over Kamara if you're looking for upside. Let me go ahead and pin this message. Oh, I almost accidentally timed her out. Let me pin this message. There we go. Now it's pinned.
You almost timed her out, huh?
Almost.
It's okay.
We'll pretend
She'd
was
get
an
over
accident.
it. She'd probably be like, "All right, Friday night off, perfect." Kyle, it is 9:57 and we're caught up. We can talk about anything we want to with the chat for the next hour.
We can. Quick shout out. Couple of birthdays today. Just want to give a shout out to Simon and Callahan on their birthdays today.
Do I know Simon and Callahan?
Ashley's kids.
Oh, okay. I was like,
So no, you don't.
Okay. I was
But
like, I don't think I've
kind
ever seen those two names in the chat before.
No.
What else we got here? It says drop Mason, Aaron Jones, or Pearsall. Philly fan. I mean, I kind of feel like right now it's Pearsall, but I hate to say that. Kind of depends if you have enough wide receiver depth or not.
Do you have Ring cameras?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the neighborhood alerts turned on?
I don't ever get an alert from the neighborhood, so I don't think so.
Oh, okay. So I have my neighborhood alerts turned on. So people can go into Ring and post and say like what neighborhood and like within a certain vicinity of your house, it will give you updates. I've just gotten like 10 messages in a row with people asking what is the large police presence for?
Nice. Kyle, how could you take your phone outside, stay on Zoom, and go walk the neighborhood and find out?
Dude, I did a neighborhood watch one time, and it was the most fun I've ever had. And then someone threatened to sue me the next day.
Wow. Yeah, okay. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Forget the neighborhood watch. No, thank you.
It was because some guy came driving through in his car, and he had his window down, and he was on his phone. And, like, I was on the board of our association at the time, and people were complaining that there were these people driving through our neighborhood, stopping and, like, yelling out windows. Well, this guy comes driving through, yelling out his window. So we, like, saw his license plate as he drove by, so we called the police and gave him the license plate. Well, someone posted in the neighborhood thing. They were like, what the hell are you guys doing? That was my best friend, and now he's sitting at a traffic stop trying to...
Wow. That is awesome.
Patrick Maher. We have a couple more. All right, we have one other one to go back to. But
Okay.
Scary Terry or Marvin Mims in a full PPR?
I mean, it's definitely Terry if he plays, but if you don't know at the time of kickoff for Marvin Mims, you probably have to pivot just in case.
Patrick became a member for the 25th month. Patrick, appreciate you being around so long. Pete Wheeler, Shaheed or Tez Johnson in standard? Give me some Tez.
Give me some Tez.
Also,
Tasmanian
Chase
Devil.
Brown or JCM? I'll lean Chase Brown.
Give me some chasers.
Dino G, drop Hawkinson in week 9. Waivers have Loveland, Fant, Taysom, and Sanders. I mean,
it's not like Hawk is really like tearing it up out there.
I would maybe wait just in case with JJ McCarthy coming back, just to see maybe if there's anything different with the offense. I know he didn't use Hawk to begin the season, but
he didn't use anyone to begin the season.
Except for that second half.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, he had one good half, yeah.
I'm gonna keep Hawkinson for right now, just in case. Django31, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation tonight. The Q becoming a member for the 51st month. Hey guys, slated to win by 30. Nice. Am I crazy to want to start Uncle Flacco over Josh Allen? A little bit. Yep.
Yeah. Don't ever sit Josh Allen. Ever. Even if Josh Allen were to suck and you come back to this stream on Monday and be like, listen, Flacco outperformed Allen. I always tell people this. If you were to do that and lose because you benched Josh Allen, would you be able to live with yourself? I could not. I would want to quit fantasy if that happened.
Red Dog, Kyle, did you have flashbacks of the Motown Miracle at the end of the Pittsburgh Bengals game last week? I did not. I try to forget about those things. And are you rooting for A-Rod or the Packers on Sunday? From a fantasy perspective, I'm rooting for everybody.
Everybody who we said to start.
Because options are so bad this week. I want to be as moist as possible at the end of that game.
I don't ever want to hear that noise or that word in my earbud again, ever.
Full PPR, Dalton Kincaid or Kyle Pitts. Give me Dalton Kincaid. Also need a safe wide receiver too from waivers.
There is no one safe.
Nobody is safe.
No safeness anywhere. If you want to throw in the chat, Little Nosjoy, what receivers are out there, we will try to give you the best one. But none of them will be safe.
I'm sorry. Why am I being flagged for saying I want to be moist at the end of the game?
Is the flag on? Your flag looks limp in the back, Kyle.
It is. Well, I'm not. No, somebody is saying I should be flagged.
Oh.
How is that too far? That isn't even top 5 worst things I've ever said on stream.
Is it top 10? Probably not either.
Probably not. Probably close to top 10, but
probably not.
Listen to what you said. I know what I said.
Yeah.
Josiah said, that is the exact logic. 3 years ago in my first stream, stressing about sitting a guy on Thursday who went for 20, and Kyle roasted me politely. You gotta play your God. Moist pumpkins?
Moist pumpkins. Yeah, not even close. TC knows it's not even close to top 5. Not even remotely close.
Can we talk about how good Gibbs was last week? No, because we've known for a while how good Gibbs is.
That's why he was a top 5 pick. That's...
I just like to... I mentioned it in one of my videos. It was the video coming out tomorrow. I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, somebody was upset that they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs and that they would never do it again because he's losing too many touches. But he's top 5 in the league in touches, and he's the RB3.
Yep. Probably.
Anna said, judging by the chat, I feel this is the best night ever to have muted the stream.
Probably. Okay, what else we got?
Lil Nas Joy just...
Oh, there's the options. Mooney,
Mims, Coleman, Franklin, Ayo, and Pierce. Okay, did he say he needed a safe RB or wide receiver too?
Yeah.
None of them.
None of them are safe. If it's me, if this is my team, I'm going with Keon Coleman and hoping for just one big play with no Josh Palmer this week.
Yeah. Turbo Buttons in a PPR need help deciding between Sutton or Devontae Smith with AJ out. I'm still going Sutton this week.
Yep, I am too.
Vance Roberts becoming a member for the 12th month.
What up, Vance?
Celebrating a year. Vance, Slayton, Keon Coleman, or Luther Burden in a full PPR.
I'm going the same way I just said it.
Excuse me.
Keon Coleman, and I'm hoping for one big play.
I am going with Keon Coleman.
And you're just so pumped up about it that it's oozing excitement.
Yeah. Yeah. Tony, good start with Troy Mason last night. My grandson runs for more yards than 3 yards.
Think of it this way, Tony. You could have almost run for as many yards as Jordan Mason last night. You were that close to being an NFL running back. Kyle, I feel like if I just got the ball and just fell forward, I could have done better.
I would think so. You're definitely taller than Jordan Mason, so you've got that to your advantage.
I would just like double tuck it and just fall forward a yard at a time. Give me 5 carries.
Just QB sneak it.
Yeah. It would have been way more successful. I couldn't figure out why the Vikings were running when they were down by 21. And they come out there and run like 3 straight plays. I'm like, what are we doing? If it was possible, like if they were finding a lot of success, I get it. But why are we running for negative yardage?
We should do the tush push. Taylor at quarterback, you, me, and Mac behind it.
Oh, wow. Poor Taylor would be broken in half. We would probably break his back. Oh, my YouTube crashed.
Somebody wants an update. Brian Keith wants an update on your Chubby's League.
All right, well, I'm
Mark
sure a
Sanchez hasn't set his lineup.
Okay, so that's where I was just going to go with that. There's kind of been a little bit of some finagling with that due to some recent things in the news, so it hasn't exactly been followed through completely, if you know what I mean.
I realized what I had asked you as I was asking you, and I was like, "Oh boy, I know what I just did." There's a reason
that I haven't really asked for lineup choices and stuff as of late, because certain things happened in that league that probably, yeah, y'all know what I mean. I can't get into too much details about it.
Abad D. Dios becoming a member for the 6 months. Pick one: Ingram, Theo Johnson, Cade Otton, or Dalton Schultz. Schultz is the safest option. Theo Johnson is your highest upside.
Yep.
Shorty, you said it wrong. You need to lick your lips and hold the inside. Okay.
Don't you dare. Shorty, I will ban you, Shorty. Shorty, tell him not to do it right now. Don't you dare. Get Stop. Y'all gonna watch me fire Kyle right on. You're gonna see it behind the scenes.
Oh, there are so many people that are just like, nope. Red Dog wants to know.
No, Red Dog, we are not replacing it.
You replacing Holding Cho with Going Moist?
No. Anna, hit the flag, Anna. I'm begging you to flag it.
I don't know why everyone's upset with me. Shorty paid $5 for that.
Just to say it? Yeah, he paid $5 for you to do that.
I've done more for less.
Nala said his ears just got pregnant. How do I delete that from my memory? Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
What does it say? You need to balance out your mic volumes. Kyle is so much louder than... That's because Kyle is hysterically laughing.
I don't know. Jake is close to the red on my end. I could bump mine down a little bit.
No one else can say anything about it.
Yeah. Is that closer?
I don't... It's because you're so... I mean, you literally just, like, licked your microphone a second ago, so that's probably why.
Dan the Legend wants to know, my league mate dropped J-Mo and buy Mageddon. Pick up on waivers and drop Sharp, KW3, Fannin, Pitts, or Golden. How much fab? Go Lions. I mean, I'm not spending much fab on him right now with how he's being utilized.
Yeah, which is not a lot.
You could put in. I would just wait to see if he clears, and if he does, then pick him up.
Yeah.
Lester wants to know in a PPR, Tez, Johnson, or Dowdle.
Just one of them. I'm going with Tez Johnson out of those two. Definitely mouth to mic contact. Pickle Bros said, would you trade Hall for Odunze?
Yes.
Yes, I would rather have Rome Odunze rest of season as of right now. Yeah, there was definitely mouth to mic contact that just happened. Everybody thanks Shorty for that, because Shorty paid to hear that.
Shorty sent that, and then I haven't seen him type anything since then. So he's either hiding or he's laughing still.
Yeah, he's dying of laughter, or he doesn't want to show his face in the chat because everyone will roast him.
Chuba or Tez for my flex? We're gonna go with Tez there, Toby.
Mm-hmm. Kyle should turn it up more. No, we don't want it louder. We don't want it louder. Seems like lights should have went out a second ago. Thanks, Shorty.
Momo wants to know what I said. Should I tell him?
No, Momo, don't ask. Don't ask.
I mean, I could be persuaded to do it for $10 this time. I'm kidding. Do not start sending money for that, please.
No, please. No.
STG 21-2.
No, there's 21-2 or 212.
God, member for coming over the 13th month. Gents, and a half PPR, Goddard or Kincaid, already starting Smith and one of the wide receiver slots. Goddard has the highest upside. Kincaid is safer.
Yep. And with Kincaid somewhat banged up still, it's probably still safer for Goddard as well.
Oh, no.
Red Dog, I like having you around here, but I will time you out for the Hold on. I took it out. I'm not listening. I refuse to listen.
Boys.
Someone in the chat tell me it's done so I can put my earbuds back in. I don't trust Kyle shaking his head yes. Okay. Baylock A said, bruh, which means I know that it had happened, so I could put my earbuds back in.
Momo, that's what was said.
See, Momo? You see? Oliver Cabrera, can you explain to me what the deal is with the 6'7" thing? No, I'm way too old, and I see kids doing it and saying it, and it makes no sense to me.
It's from a song about Lamar Bello. Or what's his name?
LaMelo Ball? Lamar Bello should be his name. Lamar Bello. It's
LaFar.
Morning guy, Lamar Bello.
Yeah. Anyway, it's about him. That's where it comes from.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you had to experience that, Momo, but you did ask for it, kind of, somewhat.
Yeah.
It means nothing. Literally, thank you. Like I am. Are your kids doing that, Kyle?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Thank God.
Now, I wanted to check before I said what I was about to say. So we homeschool our kids, and I am so thankful for that because if they came home doing that crap all day long, I would probably just lock them in their bedrooms.
My kids don't ever do any of those things.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't get it. I don't understand.
Lester wants to know in a PPR Flex 1, Mason Taylor, Jalen Knoll, Chuba, Josh Reynolds, already starting Dowdle.
Chuba's probably the next safest still. Even with Dowdle, Mason Taylor probably has the higher upside.
Julio, Pena, start one in a PPR. Coleman or Reynolds?
I'm going Coleman still. Baylock A says, my kids are. I'm ready to fight about it.
Yeah. I feel the worst for math teachers.
Oh, man.
Because I've seen people on...
Are there any math teachers out there?
I've seen people on Twitter, X, whatever, say that they're math teachers and they, it is driving them absolutely insane.
Ugh. Yeah, I couldn't handle that all day long.
Schultz
I'm not reading
Kincaid
it, Damien. I'm not reading it. I saw your name. I could have read it out. I'm not doing it.
My team is moist in a bad way. Theo Johnson or Evan Ingram.
I'm not doing it. I'm not giving in to the pressure.
So, if you're looking for someone to be extremely moist, it would be Theo Johnson. Evan Ingram is not going to make you nearly as moist as what Evan Ingram would. So I would say on the moist meter, Theo Johnson is the moistest of the moisters. Brashard Smith or Isaiah Davis. Now, if you're looking for a moist meter for the running back position, the moist meter would be higher for Brashard Smith than Isaiah Davis. On a scale of moist to Sierra Desert, we'll say Brashard Smith is Atlantic Ocean.
We have lost 21 viewers since you started that conversation. I can't mute him because he's running the stream.
Listen, if you guys can't have some fun with this, like, this is what happens when we have to record as many videos as we do.
Yeah.
Red Dog wants to know if your kids watch your content.
I mean, I would let them. Do they care about it? I don't think so. I don't think either one of them really watch. Baylock, stop it. Did you answer Josiah yet?
Did I?
Or no?
I don't think so.
This is a standard 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex, Worthy, Waddle, Fergalicious, Kittle, JCM, or anyone left. 1 wide receiver there. I'd probably gamble on Waddle. Tight end, I'm going.
I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll real quick.
Oh my gosh. At tight end, I'm going with Fergie, and then flexing the other tight end with Kittle. Says he was homeschooled as well, made it to law school being homeschooled. That's what I'm talking about. What are we polling? Like, what is? Who said something? Who is in trouble in the chat for saying something inappropriate and feeding this into you?
Hold on.
What it?
Just a second.
I'm trying to scroll back up to see what you've been. Oh no. This can't be good. There's nothing good that can come of this.
What do you want more for rating teams? Jake's thumb or Kyle's moist meter?
This is the status of this community
I am
right now.
just so excited to see what these results are.
Look at Anna. Anna's like, no. Yeah. This is.
Oh, Dan wants us to combine them for a moist thumb.
I gotta suck it before I use it. I'm like, hang on, Kyle. Oh wow, this is.
Oh, my eyes are burning from the tears at this point.
Remember when the doc didn't make you thumb the crowd? Who?
What?
Who was I supposed to thumb and didn't?
Anna wasn't going to approve that message that I just did, so I did it.
Wow. Are we comfortable starting Tez and Ibuka on the same team, Roy? Yes.
It depends. Do you want to know on the moist meter?
Yeah. Kyle's juicy index. Oh no. Mm-mm. We'll lose more and more viewers each and every week.
We've actually gained some viewers now.
Yeah. If you're having fun in the chat, hit the little heart emoji next to where you chat. I don't even know what that damn thing does. It throws little hearts up in there. I don't know if it helps or not. Let's just see what happens. We can't do it. You know what? I don't even know if Kyle knows this. Do you know that if we click our own heart on that thing, it flags us and sends us an email for trying to mess around with views and stuff like that and engagement?
Oh.
Because one stream, I just sat there and clicked it for 2 hours. And I got an email from YouTube saying that you can't do that. It will actually demonetize videos if you do it. Just saying. No, I will not, Joe.
Anna, it's okay. I will go ahead and approve all the moist messages. You don't have to do it. Okay, so the moist meter is winning with 60% of the votes. 59 now, okay. 83 votes. LA. Oh, wait. Did we do Caleb?
No,
Thoughts on Debo rest of season, and where does he land in those rankings? I still think he's a wide receiver, too.
Yeah, he's a top 24 rest of season when healthy, even if McLaurin does return. What about Shorty?
Shorty Dolphins first play. Dolphins versus Falcons has a 60% chance of rain. Know what that means? It's going to be moist Sunday. So do I flex Algier? It depends. It depends. Oh.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know who the other options are, so I'm not 1,000% sure. I don't hate it,
I don't love it.
but I don't love it.
I don't love it either.
You gotta hope for a touchdown. Pollock's World of Entertainment. Can you Google that real quick?
I will give that a damn Google right this second.
Pollock's, Pawliks, World of Entertainment. They've been a member for 13 months, and every time it pops up, I always think to myself, what type of entertainment is in this world? Is it moist entertainment? I need 2 flex. Mason Taylor, Tez, Kincaid, Booty, and Chubb, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Tez for sure. Kincaid if you want to be a little safe. Booty if you want more upside. Caleb, Barbian, thoughts on Debo? Oh, we just answered that. Our wide receiver 2. LA, what up, fellas? Mason screwed me over with a single point last night. Should I start London or Abuka? I'm going with Abuka. And Aten or Kittle? Give me Kittle for more upside. Eric Munoz Jr. in a full PPR. Need a bye week filler for my flex. Do I pick up Troy Franklin, Marvin Mims, Keon Coleman, or Booty? Let's go with Keon Coleman. We've been trying to roll with that so far tonight. We might as well keep it up.
That's right.
Omar, Barrientos, Brashard Smith, or Mims in a PPR. Need a flex. Brashard Smith. CJ Hudak, QB, Dak or Daniel Jones? I'm assuming we have Dak higher than Daniel Jones.
Yep.
And then Schultz or Taylor? I'm going to go with Schultz there.
Yep. I gave it a Google and nothing came up, Kyle, so I have no idea.
Oh. Okay.
I Googled it and it came up Wanda's World of Entertainment.
Maybe Wanda bought them out.
I have no idea.
Momo, how have we been tonight? Oh, it's
been a night already, Momo.
We
It's been
still
a
have
night.
38 minutes left.
It has been a night. I get to wake up and drive 7 hours tomorrow. It's going to be fun. That's going to be awesome.
It says we're not up any subs right now, but I'm also not 1,000% sure that those are working correctly, if I'm being honest with you.
I can tell you. Does it matter? I don't know. Let me see. We have gained 19 during the stream.
Okay, so it doesn't work.
It does not work.
It's not working.
It's okay. Anna is mad, probably. Real talk. Harvey or Morning Guy? I probably lead in Morning Guy just for the amount of touches he could see. What's the destination? I'm going to Chattanooga, Tennessee to see a comedy show with my boy. And I got to wake up early and drive. I tried to tell him he was going to drive. It didn't go over quite so well. He's like, you want me to drive to my birthday present? And I'm like, yeah, kind of. I mean, I was kind of hoping you would.
That's not the worst argument that I've heard.
I get it. He's like, this is like a present for me, though. Like, I thought you were going to drive. I'm like, okay, fine.
So Kyle's moist meter on 109 votes wins with 61% of the votes.
Wow. 109 people voted on it. I will not eat White Castle before the drive. They don't even have White Castle in North Carolina because we're sophisticated AF out here. We ain't got no White Castles.
Now what we need to do is put a thumbs up in the chat if you want me to convince Taylor to put the moist meter in one of the videos this week. Next Saturday's video is going to be titled Kyle's Moist Meter. Let's see how many people watch.
It will be the lowest viewed video of the season.
I want to try it so bad. Happy National Moisturized Tight Ends Weekend.
It is. We're going out of control.
SDG, Pepsi or Coke? And how do you like your steak cooked? If I'm cooking at home, it's medium rare. If I go somewhere to get a steak, you have to order it medium because typically they will undercook it if you don't.
I'm not supposed to say Coke living in the Carolinas, but it's still Coke. And I'm the exact same way for steaks.
I don't care. Coke and Pepsi taste basically the same to me, if I'm being honest. I know people won't agree with that.
I can't tell you the last time I had a Coke or a Pepsi. Like a specific Coke or Pepsi. I don't know. Been a long time.
Honey Badger. Becoming a member for the 5th month. What up, Jake and Kyle? What is your opinion on the rest of the season outlook for Jordan Mason and David Montgomery? Thanks. David Montgomery's a little bit more inconsistent than he was last year, but he still gives you a solid RB2 floor with some RB1 upside and really good matchups.
Jordan Mason, though, this could get bad for him rest of season. It really could. It really could, especially with the way that offensive line is playing. Christian Darrisaw is hurt. I mean, that's just no bueno for him.
Jacob Wood, Otten or Andrews this week for tight, moist end? Give me Otten.
Going Otten.
Shorty. PPR Flex, DJ Moore, Booty, Noel, or Morning Guy?
If I'm going to have to choose between those, that's going to be give me the booty. Give me that booty.
Kyle Manangai is less than Kyle the Moist.
Wow.
Oh, man. So, TC gifted 10 Moisty memberships to the Headliner Nation community.
Yeah.
Thanks, TC.
Everybody out there, throw a little hashtag TC in the chat.
Juan
wants to know. Well, you do that, and then I'm going to answer Juan.
I traded Kamara for Travis Etienne in a full PPR. Thoughts? I'm fine with that.
Yep, I'm fine with that as well. Yeah. And Juan says, guys, moving ahead, Swift and Morning Guy, I have both. It's still Swift. Swift is going to be the guy. If anything were to happen to Swift, then Morning Guy becomes the guy. Otherwise, last week was kind of somewhat of a blip on the radar because the weather was bad and they could just run with success.
Balak Eye earlier said that he couldn't feel his face. He was laughing so hard, and he just got one of those gifted memberships.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey, Snake Eyes.
Sup, Snake Eyes. You notice Momo didn't get one of those those gifted memberships out there asking you to say things that nobody wants to hear. I refuse to have both Taylor and Swift on my team at the same time. I can get it. Taylor Swift. Got it, Kyle? Get it? What? Don't read it. Don't read it. Fight it. Fight the urge. Fight it. Clinch it tighter. Don't say it.
I'm not going to say that one.
Okay.
That might be my limit.
Red Dog, you're feeding the beast right now. Hot and cold rankings do moist or dry. I don't know if I could pull that off in the Monday video.
I went in on Geno Smith so hard in week 6. What did I say about him? I don't remember what I said about Geno. And Jake just goes, say it. Wait, did Jake freeze? Jake froze. I'm by myself. Oh, boy. Jake froze, and it's just me? Oh, chat, this is not good. This is not good. You all are left with your boy right now? Oh, see? Hold on a second. Oh, man, I can't. I can't switch it over because the right thing isn't being captured. Oh, he's back. That was almost bad.
I texted you.
That's why I just started laughing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Darren said Freight Train of Moistness. Oh my god, I'm changing my team name to that.
Freight Train of Moistness?
Yeah, because it's Freight Train of Flavor right now. I'm changing it to Freight Train of Moistness.
Wow.
Hold on, let me see how I change my team name. My team.
I got you, Red Dog. The lights are off. Jake, is the dark side? No, I try to keep us somewhere near the light side. Trevor wants to know where the yellow shorts are right this second.
In my drawer upstairs.
Oh. Jake, we were here with just Kyle. That could have been dangerous.
As soon as I realized you froze, that was the first thing I said was like, oh my God.
Kincaid or Pitts, full PPR, and Chiefs or Bills. I mean, it's Kincaid as long as he's healthy. And then Bills or Chiefs. Hold, please. I'm looking. Holding. My computer is slow. It's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are higher this week.
All right, so I didn't change my name to Freight Train of Moistness. I came up with something a little bit different. I don't know if it will.
Okay, like it's blurry. It's still blurry.
So I changed my team name to Torrential Moist Downpour.
Wow. This is the world we live in now. All your teammates are like, good Lord. They just got a notification that you updated your team name and they're like, what the hell's going on with Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Is Kenneth Walker a code moist at this point? He's more like a code brown.
Yeah. He's the other side.
You should stream your leagues? Like, what do you mean stream? I'll be honest, Oliver, I hardly ever set my lineups. Like, I don't even hardly pay attention to my leagues. I don't care. I don't have time to set my own lineup. I'm too busy setting everyone else's lineup. I don't even set my own. And then if I ever try to make a trade or do something, everybody thinks I know something that I don't, so it's like impossible.
Do you want me to tell you some of the trades that I have received recently from people in this league? This is a dynasty league with Matt Miller from ESPN. He started it a couple of years ago. I've been meaning to get somebody in here to help me because I always forget about it. But I am, what's my record right now? I am 3-4 right now. These are the trades that I tell people I want to make a deal, and these are the trade offers I get. I have 3 tight ends on my team. Mason Taylor, Juwan Johnson, and Jonnu Smith. Somebody wanted my 3rd round pick next year for Hunter Henry. Somebody offered me Kayshon Boutte, Ollie Gordon, DK, a 2nd round pick and a 2nd round pick for Breece Hall and Aaron Rodgers. I was like, that doesn't help anybody. Somebody offered me Jacoby Myers and Tony Pollard for Ramondre Stevenson. I tried to offer Ramondre Stevenson for Alvin Kamara way back when and got a no. After Omari and Hampton got hurt, somebody offered me a 1st round pick for him.
Yeah, I don't pay much attention.
Yeah, those are the type of trade offers I get.
Pass.
Somebody offered me A.J. Brown for James Cook.
Yeah, no thanks.
There's literally nothing there.
Nada. While I was gone, did you get everybody that was... Did you get Ziggy and Sizzle and Omar?
Omar, Nix or Caleb Williams in a 1-quarterback league. Is Nix higher this week?
It's Nix higher this week, yep.
Jay Sizzle, standard, pick 2, Jennings, Tez, Terry, Morning Guy, or Pollard. Tez for sure.
Yep.
Keep an eye on Terry. If we find out that he is going to play, then go with Terry. If not, then you'll probably have to run Jennings out there.
Yep. Yep, agreed.
Blue Jays up 9-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Not shocked.
All these moist comments, I'm trying to do my best to avoid them. I'm trying not to...
Chat, you know what to do. You have to work the word moist into any question if you want it answered then. That's the only way questions get answered tonight.
On your side.
Flex Andrews, Chubb, or Franklin? I'll go with Franklin there. Red Dog, you guys should cover a Headliners League next year. I've seen other YouTubers do it, and it's very entertaining. Ask chat. We did. So we have a little PTSD when it comes to running listener leagues.
I think he's talking. Maybe that's what he's talking. I think he talks about like just our team.
Oh, us.
Yes. The problem is we don't have 12 people on our team to do it, or 10 people even for that matter. We are a very low-numbered team. A lot with a little.
Jacob wants to know Dart or Flacco.
Dart is hot. I think it's Dart. Dart. It is Dart.
Rico Dowdle or Romeo Dobbs for my moist spot.
Respect the thumb. Thanks, Chris. I don't even remember what the question you asked was.
Rico Dowdle or Romeo Dobbs for the moist spot. Someone said read the chat summary. How do I see that?
I don't know if we can on our side.
I've seen it before, but I think it's after my stream crashes. I wonder what it would look like on my phone.
Oh, yeah, so I think you have to do it like from a different thing. I don't think it's in our studio.
Oh God, I can't wait for this.
It's probably going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I have a feeling it's going to be really bad. I want to see it too. Everybody right now is looking at the chat summary thanks to TC. TC is leading us. Anna, if anything bad happens, this is now TC's fault for the next 5 minutes.
It's not even loading.
Why?
Oh, no, it doesn't show me. It just says Anna's pinned comment.
Yeah, that's all I see. I want to see it too. Everybody right now is looking at the chat summary thanks to sad. TC. Can't see it on our side.
Dang it.
Type it all out in the chat, TC. Just
yeah,
type it
can
all.
you copy and
Can you
paste?
copy and paste it? One line at a time.
Sabretooth, were you there for the listener leagues? What platform was that on? Was that on Sleeper?
I think it was Fantrax.
Oh, God, yeah.
And we had thousands of people that just like...
That was terrible.
We had ass hats everywhere. Yep, that Sabretooth said that's what it was.
Rico Dowdle feels moister. I'm going with him.
Okay. I don't know how you know that, but we'll take your word for it.
Jason needs a thumb in the moist spot. To enter Harvey rest of season.
I don't know if I could even type that out, Jason. Because, like, what if that's, like, speaking something into existence, and I don't know if I want that to happen. In fact, I know I don't want that to happen.
Jay Sizzler, what happened with the listener league? I think our belief still resides in the fact that we were infiltrated by fans or viewers of other content creators, and it was for the sole purpose of trying to just make everybody's life miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nothing but a bunch of trolls from a certain community on YouTube that is full of not the world's best people.
Yeah, it was not fun. And it was supposed to be a bunch of different leagues, and then essentially like the high score from all the leagues combined, like at the end of it after the playoffs got a ring, which was Tim. So at least somebody
Yeah.
within our community won a ring, but it was not good.
Yeah.
I don't Jake, I don't think it was them.
No, it wasn't them, Jake.
I don't think it was them. I think it was somebody else. Richard Cannon, 10-team PPR, pick one, Ingram or Ertz?
Probably
I think Ingram for me.
Probably Ingram because Mariota's at quarterback.
And he said Johnson dropped a goose egg, so I need to make up some ground. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Ingram and just hope for the touchdown this weekend.
Jeff wants to know, is Pearsall worthy of a moist drop? He's all dried up.
Wow. Should I make that my moist ads of the week on Monday?
Yes.
Instead of the must ads?
Shorty. Who do you like
Again,
moist at
short-
tight end, Warren or Kraft? Give me Warren.
I like both of them, but Shorty, this is mostly your fault. Do you know that, Shorty? Do you realize that a lot of what has happened tonight has been your fault? Who was the league's name? What league? The Listener League? I'm not going to tell you what channel it is because I don't even want people to go over there and look at it because I don't even want them to even get a view, if you know what I mean.
F Bros, I enjoyed when you went on the show like 2 or 3 years ago.
Fantasy Pros? F Pros? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, we were on. We
did it this year.
Come on this off season,
Yep.
and it was their most watched video.
Yes.
At one point, it was.
I'm eating Culver's and Snake Eyes. What are you eating? I just had Culver's the other night. What are you having at Culver's?
We talked about Culver's last week too. I think.
I think so.
Moisture is the essence of wetness.
Coker or Bond rest of season? Probably Coker, but I don't know if I even love that.
Never Ender, when's the best time to start up a new Dynasty League? Like, I personally wouldn't draft a Dynasty League until after the rookie draft happens. So when the NFL draft happens, shortly after that, give everyone enough time to figure it out, and then hold your draft a week or a month after that.
Yep.
Not a week, a couple of weeks or a month after that.
Yep.
Red Hulk, Coker or Bond rest of season in a PPR?
That's why I just said Coker-ish.
Oh. My moist
Okay.
pager is calling. God.
No nuclear landmine next week. It's moist or dry. Do the Dolphins actually suck asking for a friend? I think they're more like a... It's not that they suck. It's that nobody really on the team is bought in to the team. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like a weird dynamic where it's going to make it super hard for them to be successful. Mushroom Swiss, double fries, and a drink. You got double fries? I didn't even know you can get double fries. I feel like I've been cheated now that I don't get double fries at Culver's.
I'm not a big fan of their fries. They have good cheese curds.
Kyle, right now, they have a cheese curd burger that has a ginormous cheese curd on top.
The Curder Burger.
The Curder Burger. It looked amazing. I didn't know about it until I sat down and saw it on the sign, but it looked great.
Braylon mentioned that to me when we were going to get his birthday present. He was like, Dad, did you see this? And I was like, do you want that for your birthday instead of a bat?
What, a Curder Burger? Oh, that's funny. I'll get you 3 Curder Burgers.
3 Curder Burgers. It probably costs about the same.
Yeah.
Because Curder Burgers probably are not cheap. Ingram or Fannin in a full PPR?
Yeah, full PPR is probably Fannin.
Fannin.
You can get the burger without the beef patty, then what the hell is it, Carlos? It's just a cheese curd on a bun?
That's like a whole lot of carbs.
Yeah, that's like an overload. Stop, I'm gonna curd.
Oh, no.
I saw that and I couldn't help but read it. That was hilarious.
Oh, no. Oh.
That is great. Kamara for Pittman? If you have a bunch of other running backs, I don't mind it, but you'd have to have at least 3 or 4 other startable running backs.
Jason wants to know Tez Johnson, Terry, or Kayshawn at the flex. Give me Tez.
We're going Tez.
Can you do some R&D on this cheese curd burger and report back next week?
Yeah, we're Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes, are you at Culver's or are you at home? Eating Culver's. Because if you're at Culver's, I request you to go back up to the counter and buy a cheese curd burger and send us a picture of it.
Better if you videotape yourself asking them how moist that burger is.
Does the butter on the bun make it really moist? I dare you to go ask that.
Chris Garcia, I just got ready to read your message and then you took it back. So I don't know what it said.
I don't know either. Heavy metal or hard rock? Probably more hard rock than heavy metal.
Hard rock. Wilbur with a donation.
Snake Eyes, I'm in my car. It's a long story of my life and callers. Okay, well,
Listen,
never
I
mind.
have ate many a meals just sitting in my car by myself because I just needed a little.
So 2 days ago, Kyle, me and my wife were driving somewhere, and I drove by the exit that Taylor lives on, and there's a Burger King on his exit, and I just asked him out of nowhere. I said, "How many times have you eaten at this Burger King?" And he responded back with, "I'm ashamed." It was just out of nowhere, out of the blue. And he's just like, "I'm ashamed."
Oh man.
Bo Nix or Drake May? That's pretty close. I got Nix just higher. Can I get a Mexican pizza without the Mexican? Just a pizza? 7 days a week, 14 meals a week. A lot of damn Culvers. Oh, that's how many times you eat in your car? 14 meals a week? I'm not reading it, Jake.
How we feel about Travis Moistien.
Bucks or Bengals, Daniel? Bucks or Bengals? Bucks or Bengals? It's the Bucks. The Bucks. STG is ashamed about how much he eats out. Sometimes you don't have a choice.
I traded Barkley and Pickens away for JT. That's a good trade.
I don't hate it.
Ignacio got Achan for Judkins and Pickens. I have JJ and London as wide receivers. Is that a dub? I don't hate I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Achan has more upside than Judkins, but I don't hate having Judkins and Pickens.
Kyle, we got 13 minutes left.
Red Dog. I don't have a maid, first off. I clean my own house.
Kyle's maid cleaning around. Why is this chair so moist? Yeah. Does anybody have questions non-football related that they want to talk about?
I can only imagine.
I'm sure that something that does not include moist thumbs. Anything else that we want to talk about? Still Dak, Jake. We have multiple Jakes in here with just the name Jake. That's kind of weird.
Just one name.
Yeah, but there's multiple guys with the same name, isn't it? Or did he change his picture? Maybe he changed his picture.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween costume. TC, that is a great question. I have still procrastinated and do not have anything yet. Do you have yours, Kyle?
No, I've been thinking about it, though.
I've been thinking about it. I just can't.
I can't make up my mind if I want to put a little bit of effort into it or if I want it to be a lazy outfit.
I think at this point, me and the chat would just prefer something that you could wear the entire stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because every other year you've had to like change out because nobody can hear you or you can't see or things are fogging up.
Yep.
Halloween candy. How early do you buy it and does any remain for the treaters?
Last minute.
I mean, it would be last minute, but we actually bought candy last year, and not one kid came to our door. I don't think anyone wants to walk down the massive hill that we live on and then have to walk back up. So we never had anybody.
Yeah, I'm not getting any candy this year. I don't think we get very many trick-or-treaters down my way. We had this conversation, I think, last week, STG, about the full-size candy bars and my...
Yeah.
Christopher Slane with a 5-bomb. Christopher, appreciate you.
Yeah, not that moist dinosaur. Juan remembers. You remember like you couldn't see it because it was like fogging up on the inside?
Yeah, I was a dinosaur, and then last year I was Squidward.
Yeah, but it like popped or you couldn't wear it. Yeah. Will you buy a new helmet, Jake? I missed that. I could even be a proper... Is it fun if it's the right size, though? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's fun if it's not too small. But, like, I remember the days, like, when we were getting, like, 1,000 likes for Let It Flow, and here we are. We're sitting at 180. Like, I don't know if I can let it flow for 180. You know what I mean? I know Friday nights are different than Saturdays, but still.
Slightly dip or something.
Jill's a full-size candy bar house. I can see that.
Yes.
I can tell that that would be something that Jill would do. When I was a kid, I loved getting free McDonald's coupons at Halloween.
Frank's got a good question here.
What's Frank's question?
Red Dog, I don't have a wife. So it doesn't matter anymore. Frank says someone got promoted and invited us to a dinner party, maybe 15 people. When the bill came, they wanted everyone to chip in. Was that right? I feel like if you're going to invite people out to dinner, you need to like make it known in advance what you're going to do.
Yep.
Me personally, if someone was like, hey, we're going to go out to dinner, we're going to celebrate, I got a promotion, I would anticipate paying myself to start just because I wouldn't want someone to pay for me. So if it were to be to like this extravagant place that I wasn't going to want to pay for, then I probably would just be like, oh man, like congrats, but I'm busy that night.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for just being upfront about it. Hey, I got a promotion. I would love to take you guys out to dinner. Or if you're able to go, we're all going out to such and such place. And, everybody's just paying their own way. Like, I don't...
Yeah, that's bad on them for not, like, clarifying to begin with. But I try to.
Yeah.
I'm sneaking out the back before the chat gets there.
Yeah.
Darian wants to know, Otten or Schultz?
Schultz is probably safer.
Chris Garcia, sit one. Jennings, McLaurin, and Wan'Dale Robinson. If we find out that McLaurin is for sure playing, then I'll sit Jennings. But if we don't know by that time, then I'll play Jennings.
Mm-hmm. Agreed, Juan. If you don't clarify, you're paying for it.
Crazy expensive restaurant I've been to.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's really freaking expensive? Anything at Disney World.
That's true.
You want to talk about freaking expensive? You're talking about tipping at least $100, if not more, and that's just the tip.
Dude, I'm trying to find. I don't remember the name of it, but you know those Brazilian steakhouses, like where they keep,
so good. Yes.
Where they keep bringing you the meat as long as your card is on green or red.
Yep.
So wasn't last season, it was the season before. Every year, me and my son go to a game somewhere, and we've gone to the point where we take like one of his friends, and his friend's dad comes with us. We went to one of those places, and it was almost $500 for the four of us to eat dinner. That was pretty expensive. The melting pot we've been to before, that place is awesome, but super expensive as well. Like almost not worth it.
Fogo de Chao.
There you go. Thank you, Euphoria.
So good. So good. And it's worth it.
It is as long as you're like an eater like us. Like for me to take my daughter who barely would eat anything, not worth it. For me and my son, when they see us walk in, they have to immediately just go, shit. You know what I mean? Because like we're about to eat some meat.
Derek Preston, anytime in the future we can expect a headliner meet and greet. Thank you. We've tossed the idea out to people, and people are like, oh, yeah, for sure. We would love to do that. And then when we try to figure out a time, people are like, we can't do that now.
Yeah.
So
the hardest part is like, at what area do we do it? Could we do it for sure? What area of the country do we do it in? That's the hardest part, especially since Kyle and I aren't in the same state.
Okay, so Christopher keeps trying to do a super chat, and he can't get it to work. Scattaboo or Jacobs?
I still have Jacobs a little bit higher, I think. Yeah. But both of them are top 10. Where did I just saw a headliner van tour? Yeah, could you see all of us driving around the country in a van? That van would smell so bad.
Oh. Darren says, you're both in the same state of moistness.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Man, it's almost my bedtime.
It is almost 11 p.m.
Sheboygan? You want to have a headliner meet up in Sheboygan?
I hear we're really big in Sheboygan.
Is that Idaho?
I have no
Wisconsin?
idea. Wisconsin sounds like very Wisconsin is. Dang, Josiah. I might surprise you. You have no idea.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
You say you're not very moist. The van would smell moist.
Oh my gosh, the van would be horrible.
Those
Get a
seats would be
70s.
so moist.
Oh my gosh.
Kyle, I'm too young to have a bedtime. That's not
That is
entirely
somewhat true. That's somewhat true.
I get up way earlier now than I ever have in my entire life, it feels like sometimes.
Sheboygan is where Chicken Joe and Surf's Up is from. I don't know what either of those places
I
are.
was going to say, I don't know what those things
What is
are.
Chicken Joe and Surf's Up?
Joey T in a PPR. Judkins, Pickens, or Higgins in the flex. Judkins.
Yeah, I will not sit Quinshawn Judkins.
OG Paul wants us to come to Massachusetts.
Wow. Sheboygan is near Kohler in Wisconsin. Good golf there. All right. It is Wisconsin.
Oh my God.
What?
Jake.
What?
No, that's in the chat.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, we're not reading that. Surf's Up is an animated movie about penguins that surf.
Now Jay Sizzle just wants us to find the most sexually named town in the U.S. and go there and hold a meet and greet. Fear Bonaire! Speaking of moist. I'm playing
Tong. Should be Cody. No, not Cody.
and Warren for National Tight End Day because Nico Collins is out. Full PBR thoughts. And Bo Nix or Daniel Jones this week.
Okay, so first thing is...
Jake, we have read several of your text messages tonight. Thank you very much.
Is he not? I think we've talked about Jake more than anybody. First off, it is Tong, Bellinger, and Warren for national. It's going to be Warren. And then Bo Nix or Daniel Jones was the other question. I have Bo Nix 2 spots over Daniel Jones. Abel says, I need 2 wide receivers, Chase, Pickens, T-Max, and Higgins. I mean, we're not sitting Jamar Chase at all, ever. And at that point, I think if you want a little bit of safety, you go T-Mac. If you want to gamble, you go Pickens.
Abel says, I need 2 wide receivers, Chase, Pickens, T-Mac, or Jaden Higgins. Chase for sure. Probably Pickens over T-Mac.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep.
I
all
do
right.
have.
Oh, Jake wants us to read some of his. We can't read some of those, Jake. Of course we can't. Red Dog says Moorhead, Kentucky. Yeah.
Oh, man.
What?
There are no towns in the United States called Moist.
Well, duh.
I know. What's
Lover
on
Boy
mine.
says, it's been a while. Sorry, been MIA. Where have you been? But I just want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. When will we see a Swag Rich return?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe at some point.
Maybe at some point.
Maybe at some point. Maybe that's my Halloween costume.
That would be too easy. That can't be allowed.
That's true.
You can't just throw a pair of sunglasses and a robe on.
Shorty, are you in Indiana?
Why?
Because he just mentioned Uranus. When you're driving to Indianapolis, there is a town on the way called Uranus, and they have a fudge factory, and it is literally as many butt jokes as you can think of.
That's the name of the city?
Uranus. And they have the Uranus fudge factory. And there's 15 billboards along the way that just talk about eating fudge from Uranus.
I thought it was like a joke. It's like a literal place?
It's a literal place.
He says Ohio.
Oh, Shorty's in Ohio. Okay, so.
But people have seen the sign, so I guess they are legit. All right,
Stiffy McNasty.
What? Who? How did you name yourself Stiffy McNasty? Probably not pronounced that way, but okay.
It is. It is. When you walk in, they yell, "Welcome to Uranus." It's the very first thing they say.
Too bad they're closed. You could
Stiffy
call him right now.
McNasty became a member tonight. Never been here before, but apparently he gets text messages about streams that talk about Moist the most often, and he got that, and he's like, "Oh, I got to be a member."
We gotta go sub over there.
Joey
There's
T
one in
needs two. Pickens, T. Higgins, and Judkins.
T. Higgins and Judkins for me.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Todd says there's one in Missouri as well. He just stopped there on the way back from camping.
Okay.
Wow. There's multiple Uranus fudge factories. I have never in my life heard such things.
Okay, Stiffy has a question. Dobbins, Barkley, Judkins, and Scataboo. Pick 3.
Scat, Judkins, Mother of Lords. Dobbins or Barkley? I don't like this one. I don't like this one at all, Stiffy. I don't want to sit any of them, if I'm being completely honest. The ones I have, the lowest ranked one is Saquon Barkley at RB12. If you could live with the fact that he could go off on your bench, like, go for it. But I just know that there's a chance if you sit any of those guys, there's 20 points sitting on your bench. And that could
Headliner
suck.
Nation, that's going to do it for tonight. It is 11 o'clock. We had some laughs. We had some fun. We answered some fantasy questions. But most importantly, we were moist. Headliner Nation, have a great rest of the evening. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. Don't miss it. And I will be back Sunday morning as well. And then Monday with the videos, with the waiver wires and the trendings and the start and sits and all of it. Make sure you come back next week for it. And please, everyone, survive Bimageddon.
Yes.
Best of luck to everybody out there. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we'll see you all in the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners. Later, Nation.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going